Hi, welcome to Sage Business Cloud Accounting Software video tutorials. In this video, we will discuss about customer master files. There are three types of customer master files that you can create. Customer categories, sales reps, customer accounts. Information that you are enter that does not change often is called static information. When you enter details for a customer, that information is called a master file record. Customer categories. You are able to create customer categories for your customers. You can use categories to group your customer accounts for reporting purposes. Since your customer reports can be printed per category. This can be useful for tracking sales in a particular area to a particular group of customers or to track sales per sales agent. You do not have to use customer categories if you do not want to. You can start and stop using categories at any time. However, you cannot delete a category if it has a customer account linked to it. To access this function, select Customers, List, Customer Categories. If you want to create a new category, click on the Add Category button and the screen below will display, where you will enter the name of the category. Click Save. You can view customer categories list and you can sort ascending or descending order. Sales reps. Sage Business Cloud Accounting allows you to analyze sales by sales reps. Go to Customers, Reports, Sales by Sales Reps. You can select Sales Reps. You can view Sales by Sales Rep report. Sales Rep name, quantity, total cost for that sales, total sellings, gross profit amount, gross profit percentage. Sales Rep use is optional. Users can enter Sales Rep on each sale document once you decided to use them. To access this feature, click on Customers, List, List of Sales Reps option. Click on the Add Sales Rep button to create a new sales rep. Enter the details of the sales rep and click on the Save button. Allocating a sales rep to a customer. Sage Business Cloud Accounting allows you to allocate a sales rep to a customer master files. You can access this feature. Click on the Customers, List of Customers option. Edit the customer that you want to link a sales rep to. Select the sales rep from the Sales Rep drop-down menu. Processing with sales reps. When processing any customer documents, you have the option to select a sales rep that belongs to a customer or assisted the customer from the sales rep drop-down menu. If there's a sales rep allocated to a customer, you have the option to change it on the invoice if another sales rep assists a customer. Go to Customers, Transactions, Customer Tax Invoices. Click Add a Tax Invoice. Select the customer. If you already linked a sales rep, you can view the sales rep. If you want to change the sales rep when you are processing the transaction, you can change. Adding customer accounts. To create customers to sell items to, select Customers, List of Customers, or select Customers, click Add a Customer. The customer screen as shown below will display. If you want to create a new customer account, click on the Add Customer screen. Here, you will enter the Masterfiles information for the customer account. In the top section of the screen, you will enter the customer name, customer category, opening balance, credit limit, tax reference of your customer. Select the sales rep allocated to a customer in the Sales Rep drop-down menu. Activate your customer by checking the Active checkbox. This will ensure that you will be able to process transactions for the customer. If you are implementing the system for all company, you can enter opening balance if available. You are able to add an opening balance at a later stage by selecting the Adjust Opening Balance options from the Customer's special menu. You can also create customer category and sales reps when creating customer. Auto allocate receipts to oldest invoice. The auto allocate receipts to oldest invoice checkbox is automatically checked when creating a new customer, which notifies the system to automatically allocate the customer's receipts to oldest invoices. If you prefer to manually allocate receipts to their corresponding invoices, uncheck the auto allocate receipts to oldest invoice checkbox. If you tick auto allocate receipts to oldest invoice, your receipts will allocate to oldest invoices. Example, enter customer receipts. Go to customer, transactions, customer receipts. Add receipt. Select customer. Enter the receipt amount. System will automatically allocate the receipt to oldest invoices. Exclude from Debtors Manager. Use this option if you want to search Business Cloud Accounting to exclude this customer from all Debtors Manager payment reminders. This will also avoid the customer record being placed on hold during the Debtors Manager execution. Example, Customers, Debtors Manager, Outstanding Invoices workflow. If you tick Send Outstanding Invoice Reminders, place customer account on hold, send overdue invoice reminders, and here if you untick this Exclude from Debtors Manager, your customers will receive invoice outstanding reminders. And if you want to exclude sending reminders to your customers, you can untick this option. New invoices on hold. If you tick this option, your users cannot invoice to this customer. To skip between the master files, click on the next or previous links. The bottom part of the screen has 10 tabs. Details, Activity, Additional Contacts, Notes, User-Defined Fields, Personal Information, Sales Graphs, Codes, Sales Orders, Invoices, and Report Layouts. In the Details section, you will enter the basic contact information of your customer. As you can see in the screen above, this screen also contains some special features regarding the delivery address, email, telephone, mobile number, and web address. As you can see, these options are displayed in blue underlined text, which makes them active links. The Copy from Postal Address button will automatically copy the postal address into the delivery address box. You will use this option when the customer's postal address and delivery address is the same. The Map button on the delivery address will direct you to Google Maps, which will pinpoint the customer's location. Addresses entered should be in uniquely identifiable format, containing as much information as possible in order to find the locations and coordinates. The Email button will instantly create an email. Using the email address entered in this field. Note: you have the option of emailing documents such as invoices and credit notes to customers. If you wish to use this facility, you must ensure that the email address you enter is correct. If you use Skype and want to make a Skype call, click on the telephone or mobile links on the customer edit screen, and a Skype call will be started. The web address button will direct you to the customer's website, if applicable. These special features will only work if the fields are completed with relevant information. Invoices can be viewed online. If you tick these options, customers can view their invoices online. You can set this option from Company, change company settings, Customers on. You can enable your accounting customers on. Send outstanding invoice reminder. If you activated Debtors Manager, you can send outstanding invoice reminder and overdue invoice reminders. If you want to send outstanding invoice reminders, you can tick this option, and send overdue invoice reminders, you can tick this option. You can enter customer's business registration number. Default settings. You have 4 statement distribution options available: None, Print, Email, Print and Email. If you select None, if the customer does not require a statement, select this option. Print. If the customer requires a printed statement, select this option. Email. If the customer wants his/her statements to be sent via email, select this option. Print and Email. If the customer wants his statement to be printed and emailed, select this option. If you not enter an email address, please select None or Print. you can enter default discount. When you enter transactions, that default discount rate will apply for that transaction. Go to Customers, Transactions, Customer Tax Invoices, click Add a Tax Invoice. Select the customer. You can view the default discount. If you want, you can change this discount percentage when you are processing the transaction. Default price list. You can select a specific price list for the customer. If you invoice for this specific customer, then Sage Business Cloud Accounting will use the price list as specified in the master file. You can create price list from Company, change company settings, General settings, Item settings, Price list. Users can also set a default VAT type, which will apply when transaction. Customer defaults will override item and account defaults. Default tax rate will apply. You can enter credit period for this customer. If you set a due date for payment when you are entering transaction, system will calculate due date. If you activated multi-currency, you can select the customer's currency. You can activate multi-currency from Company, change company settings, multi-currency. Activity tab. In the Activity tab, accounting will show the customer adjustments, value of the opening balance, all tax invoices, all customer returns, all receipts and discounts. A balance will also be displayed for the account. You can view the transaction that make up the balance by clicking on the detail link on each line. For new customer accounts, there will not yet be any balances. Below is an example of an activity tab for a customer account that has transactions. You can view transaction by clicking this detail button. Additional contacts. You are able to add contact details for different people in the customer's organization in the Additional Contacts tab. To add another line, click plus mark. If you want to remove, you can click red color button. You can enter contact name, designation, telephone number, fax number, mobile number, email address. OS Invoices. OS Invoices is outstanding invoices. If you want to send outstanding invoice reminders to this additional contact, you can tick this option. If you want to send overdue invoice reminders, you can tick this option and save. Notes tab. The Notes tab is where you will find or create notes linked to the specific customer account. These notes are displayed in the company dashboard until they have been marked as completed. If you create a note without entering an action date, the system date or entry date will be used as the action date. You can also add attachments by clicking the File button. Individual files may not exceed 2 MB in size. A maximum of 5 attachments per note or transactions can be added. User-defined field. If you have created user-defined field in the company settings, you will see the headings that you created for the fields in the User-Defined Fields tab. You will enter the relevant information here. You can create user-defined fields in Company, change company settings, user-defined fields. Select Customer. You can rename these labels. Personal information. Due to Data Protection Act, you need to enter these details. If you want to extend removal date, you can increase from here. Sales graph. On the Sales Graph tab, Accounting will display a graph of the sales to the customer per month. You are able to drill down to another sales graph displaying daily sales by clicking on one of the monthly sales bars. From the daily sales graphs, you can then drill down to transaction by clicking on the one of the days in the chart. If you are creating a new customer, there will be no values in the graph as yet. Click on the Show Setting link to change the display of the transaction types and the financial categories. Codes tab. Any codes that you have proceeded for a customer account will be displayed in the Codes tab. You are able to view and edit the codes by clicking on the edit link on each code. Invoices tab. All customer invoices are listed under the Invoices tab. If you want, you can include paid invoices. You have the option of selecting a range of invoices by checking the checkbox next to the invoice and select to either reprint or email them by clicking on the Print Invoices or Email Invoices button. Report Layouts tab. You can select the default report layouts for a customer in the Report Layouts tab. This will allow you to have different layouts per customer if you wish. You are able to design your own document layouts by downloading the Customer Layout Designer. You can download Custom Layout Designer, Company, change company settings, Documents and Statements, Invoice and Statement Layouts by clicking this Clicking Here button. Select Desktop Add-ons and Downloads and click Accounting Custom Layout Designer for Windows. Download and install now. After you enter details, click Save button. Editing customer accounts. Customer information can change on a frequent basis. It is very important to keep track of your customers' details as they have to pay you for your items or services. If your customer information is not up to date and you cannot get into contact with them, your bad debt ratio might increase as you may not be able to recover monies owed by them. To edit a customer, click on the Actions option on the customer line and select the Edit option. Or you can click on the blue customer name link. You can change customer details here and click Save. Other bulk actions. Sage Business Cloud Accounting allows you to update customer master files in bulk without having to edit one customer at a time. However, you cannot change address information. Check all the customers that you want to update and click on the Update button. You can change category. If you want to change customer category, you can select category from Update and you can select the category. You can see that customer category has changed to distributor. If you want to change sales reps, select sales reps under Update, select sales rep. All sales reps has changed. Like that, you can change these fields. Mark as active, inactive. You can also set customers as active or inactive in bulk. Check all the customers that you want to update and click on the Mark as active, inactive button. If you want to inactivate, you can untick this option and save. These customers as inactivated. If you want to active again, select those customers, click Mark as active, inactive, tick active tick box and save. Now these customers activated. Deleting customer accounts. If you have captured the incorrect customer information and want to delete the customer account, you can do so in the list of customers screen. To delete a customer, click on the Actions option on the customer line and select the Delete option. Or you can select customers and click Delete. However, you cannot delete customers with transactions allocated to it. However, you cannot delete customers with transactions allocated to it. You can customize customer list grid. You can add or remove fields by clicking Customize Grid button. Tick on the required columns, untick if you want to remove any column. You can sort columns by clicking the column heading. You can sort ascending or descending order. Search option. If you want to search any customer, you can type and search. Multi-column sorting. You can sort customer list by multi-columns. You can add level and sort. Filters. You can filter customers by sales. If you have foreign customers, foreign customer balance will display in customer's currency. You can view number of customers in this grid.